welcome to a Thursday presentation of PJ Live. I have a guest tonight on the show for her first time. Buddy, please say hello to Mansta.
Hello,
Well, no,
I exist.
you
I'm real.
you know you did it backwards. They were supposed to say hello to you.
Oh, well,
Nobody's even here yet. It's all
whatever.
good. I'm just being dumb. It's fine. Hey, Mala, did you know that
Yeah, what?
uh, the character Isaac from extremely popular fighting game Blade Strangers has his own video game?
I had no idea.
Yeah, we're gonna play that. It's gonna be a
Is
good
this
time.
like a Ness from Smash Brothers thing?
Yeah, it is
Or they're-
exactly like Smash Brothers. Ooh, lots of particle effects because the game likes to test my computer right off the bat.
It's like, it's a challenge in itself. Can your computer run all these particle effects and also OBS?
Yeah, definitely. It's like a second layer of gameplay is having a computer that can process the unmitigated graphical intensity that is The Binding of Isaac. You see, I say that as a joke, but the Flash version actually was really hard to get running.
Wait, there was a Flash version?
Yeah, this is a remake of a Flash game. Came out in like 2011, 2012, and then
Like, I
Rebirth.
had always thought it was like an original game that was it like on Newgrounds or something?
There was a demo on Newgrounds, but the actual
Oh,
game was like an executable that you had to buy off Steam. And I actually have the original, and it does not run on any computer that I own anymore. It just it just won't. It runs at like 2 frames per second. It's great.
oh my god.
And then I think
Flash usually isn't like that hard to run things on though.
yeah, but the thing is, the original game was made by 2 people, only one of whom was a programmer, and that programmer was like not a professional programmer. He like did it as a hobby, and
Yeah, he made it out of like scraps.
yeah, apparently the code for the original Binding of Isaac is like actually like the coding equivalent of the Necronomicon. You look at it, you just lose your mind immediately. At least that is what people who I have spoken to about the subject have told me. Oh, I forgot to do something rather important. Hold on. Oh, I also forgot to turn screen share on, so you like can't see what I'm doing. Hold on. Application window. There it is. That way you don't have to like look over at Twitch and be on a huge delay.
How do I? Okay, there it is.
There it is. The extremely thrilling thing
Pause
known as
menu.
the menu. Yeah. I got money glasses because I'm cool like that. Larry Jr. Wow. Tammy's head is a good item.
I think the only game of theirs that I actually played was Time Fuka.
That
Whatever.
is a good game. That's supposed to be
Yeah.
getting a sequel at some point, like in a year or two, but I don't know if that's still in development because, like, Edmund McMillan is one of those people who will say he's making a game and you'll get, like, blog posts on it for a few months and then it'll just disappear into the nether realm and you never hear about it again. So, I don't know if that's actually coming out or not. I hope it
I
is.
think I still have levels that are saved from like back when the game came out.
The game's like
They
10
they
years old.
actually I know. It used to be impossible to find my levels until they added something to Newgrounds that lets you see stuff that you created on it.
Huh. Wait, that was a thing they had to add in like later?
Yeah, they had to add that later. You can make a custom level, but you could only find it in like the browser, which was like 8 million levels, so you wouldn't be able to find it.
That's good website design. Did you know there's a Flash emulator now? Because like a lot of places are cutting support for it.
Yeah, they're getting rid of Flash because I don't know, because it's old.
Old and doesn't work very well and full of security holes and all those other fun things. But yeah, it's called Flashpoint. I joined the Discord for it, and the guy that runs it was like, "Hi," and we had a conversation about Area Flat, I think.
What?
Area Flat is an old Flash game. It was like a... Well, there were like 4 or 5 of them, I think. It was like a series of origami-themed shoot-em-ups. They were pretty fun. Hey, what was that sound?
Huh? Oh, I'm playing Splatoon.
Oh! It's coming through because I guess because you're like sort of far away from what you're playing it on, and because of the mic is picking it up, I just occasionally hear this like weird guitar squall. Like,
Oh.
it's not like actually a problem, it's just funny. So don't worry about it. Question marks. I'll just go down to the next floor. I'm actually gonna go turn the air conditioner on because it's suddenly really warm in here. I will be right back.
Alright. This is my screen now. I'm gonna be streaming the audio of Splatoon and not the game. I'm gonna check the actual Twitch channel. I can't see if anyone's chatting, but I don't know.
Alright.
I just have the chat open.
What's up?
Oh, I was just gonna open up the chat on Twitch.
It's okay. Nobody said anything yet. I think because it's a Thursday.
That's fine. I'm gonna post things in there anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Video game. Hopefully now it will be less of an oven in here. It's funny, I turned it off earlier because it was getting too cold. Now it's too warm. It's like supposed to get colder at night, right? That's how that's supposed to work?
Yeah. It hasn't been getting cold at night here either. I'm like...
Yeah, like I don't get it. Like, what's going on? Mala?
What?
Why did you just post Charles in my chat?
Why not?
I guess that's a good point.
When is it ever time to not post Charles? That's the real question.
That's true. I can't wait until I'm a Twitch partner, and then I can just call the emote Charles instead of like Planet 14 Charles or whatever the hell it is now.
Yeah, why is it called that again? Is there already an emote called Charles?
What they do is they give you a random, like an automatically generated emote prefix that you have to put before all of your emotes if you're only an affiliate and not a partner. Because Twitch is well made.
Oh well, I think most streamers they have to have that even if they are partnered.
Yeah, but
they get to choose the name.
Yeah, it's usually like a good prefix instead of something that's randomly generated and makes no sense. Yeah. Ooh, the secret room. I found nickels. Da 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 da. I found nickels. Did you
What
find
did
what?
what did she mean by this?
I found a nickel.
Um,
The unit
I
of
understand
currency.
now.
The it's equivalent to 5 pennies or half of a dime.
I cannot believe that I just died.
In Splatoon
Yeah,
or in real
no,
life.
in real life. Both.
When you die in Splatoon, you die in real life.
That'd be horrible, lady. Splatoon, you die all the time.
Cause a rapidly diminishing player base. Hello, Cece. We're talking about Splatoon because Mala is
Yeah,
playing
we're
it.
talking words, you know? We'll do that.
Words are good, but sometimes they are difficult. Cece, is it true that if you die in Splatoon, you die in the real world? I think she might still be playing Final Fantasy, which is fine. Squids are good. That's true. They are. Did they add the octopus people to that game yet?
No, I'm waiting for them to do it.
I
It's
hope
annoying. I want them to add it.
I hope they add them soon so that when I move out to live in Chicago, I can play Splatoon as an octopus person. Yes, as I have died millions of times. That's actually the path to lichdom, is you just die in Splatoon often enough and you become an immortal ghost. Apparently Octolings come out in July.
Why is it in July?
Yeah, why isn't it like now? They should
Why
just...
isn't it May 12th? Give it to me for my birthday. Thanks, Nintendo.
Thanks, Nintendo. Bintendo. Hey Mala,
What?
what is your favorite
What?
Nintendo game?
It is, I don't fucking know.
Is it Super Mario 64?
That would be the easy answer, but
Hmm.
the actual
Please
answer is Super Mario 64.
Despacito.
No.
uh, we have fun here. Why did they make the sprite for glitter bombs smaller? That's such a weird change. Also, there's an item in this game called Dark Bum, and that's really funny. He takes your hearts, and he gives you blue hearts. You know, filtered through the microphone, the one gun sound of whatever you're using kind of sounds like a camera snapping. I love Splatoon Snap. It's my favorite spin-off.
What? It's my 2-month anniversary. What?
It's your 2-month anniversary.
I can add message to the streamer that it's my 2-month anniversary.
Oh, you should do that and make it something good and cool.
No.
No? Okay. H. Okay. uh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. H.
Wait a minute. What? Oh no.
What?
I'm broke.
Oh no. Don't break yourself apart for money reasons. Oh no, it's Krampus.
Oh, never mind. I'm not broken.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I actually would have felt pretty bad if you had like accidentally like overdrawn your account or something because you wanted to buy a subscription, which I still don't get any actual money from. So thanks for that, Twitch.
Don't?
No, you have to pass like a certain they basically they save it on their end, and until you get your first $100, they don't actually give you any of the money, and then they give you that $100
Oh,
like all at once
$100.
at some point,
Okay.
and you get it like a month after you hit that mark. So even if I have reached it already, I won't know until July. It's a really good system and not at all incredibly dumb.
See, what I thought was it was giving you the money.
Yeah, that's what I thought
right
too.
now.
Yeah, I thought that too for a long time. And then at some point I was like, it's very peculiar that I'm getting these subscriptions, but I'm not actually getting any money. And then I looked into it because they don't tell you that when you sign up. It's just you have to go figure that out on your own. So it's a good and cool system that I like a lot because Jeff Bezos is my father. I don't I don't like it a lot. Sorry, being sarcastic. But yeah, actually that reminds me that I should put my Ko-fi page link below the in the like channel description thing at some point because that money I actually do get right away. But unfortunately, you can't ask for donations and not be affiliated. Like, they'll shut your channel down if you do that. So that's also really fun.
Wait, what?
Like, if you have, like, a separate donation thing, like a Patreon page or whatever, you can't actually, like, ask for donations if you're not a Twitch affiliate. They won't let you do that.
What is that even? What?
I don't know how they enforce it, but it's like apparently
That doesn't make any sense
against the terms of service. No, it really does not. But, you know, businesses.
What I'm really getting from it is that probably people have used it before, so they had to do something.
Or like there's some kind of like law against it somehow. Because I know that was like for a while you could like have giveaways on Twitch, and now you can't do that anymore because it's apparently considered gambling somehow. So I don't know. Who knows? Who can say where the wind blows? Doing like pretty alright on this Isaac run.
I wouldn't be able to tell. Is this like random generated Zelda? Like, I think that's what
That
it's
actually,
like.
yeah, that actually is. I would compare it more to Smash TV, but I don't know if you're familiar with that game.
Oh yeah, I know Smash TV.
Yeah, what they call an arena shooter. They lock you in the room and you have to fight your way out. And yeah, it's well,
But yeah, it just reminds me of the Zelda dungeon layout.
yeah, and I think Zelda was
So
probably more of a direct inspiration because there's actually these like little like there's a bunch of stuff that's like directly inspired by Zelda 1 and including a couple items that are taken directly from it. But yeah, it's like a Zelda Smash TV type thing. And the rooms are random and the bosses are random and the items are random. Lots of things are random. Hmm. There we go. Monstro 2. But yeah, it's a good video game. It's also had a surprisingly long like shelf life for an indie game. Because even this like remake version came out in 2014, I think. 2015? It was a couple years ago at any rate.
yeah, some indie games they get like a really long life, and then some of them are just like,
Yeah,
well, they're good at the time, and then nobody cares about it anymore.
yeah, kind of
Like
a here
I
today, gone tomorrow type thing.
yeah, like I knew I kind of knew that would happen to Cuphead because it was so hard to create content for that.
Yeah, and like Cuphead is like I think this has the benefit of being like a game that there's not really an end to. You can just kind of play it until you get bored of it. Like you win
Hmm.
individual runs, but you just start a new one after you win.
Yeah,
And it's kind of like arcadey like that, I guess. Whereas Cuphead is a game that once you finish, there's not really like a reason to go back to it right away. You know what I mean?
yeah.
That said, Cuphead is a very good game too. It's just you know, you know, kind of already faded from the public consciousness a little bit.
I think it'll come back once they add because I remember hearing they were gonna add more bosses to it later or something.
Oh, that's cool.
So
Yeah, I might check it out when they do that. But like, yeah, things like that tend to be kind of like I don't know, moment games, like stuff people buy kind of all at once and then they get into it for a while and then it goes away after a certain point.
mhm.
Like, what's another one like that? Um, there was Dead Cells last year was like that too. The like Castlevania style roguelike thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's like a lot of roguelike games. Like I think the first one that I knew about was Rogue Legacy.
Oh, I love that game. That game does not
Yeah,
get
Rogue
enough
Legacy is
respect.
great.
Hello, Win. How are you? But
Oh, it is Win.
thank you for the
Wow, Win.
subscription.
Subscribed for 6 months in a row.
Wow, really? I've had a sub button for 6 months. It doesn't feel like that long. I guess it is though, because that was like
Ye-
back in November, I think. So yeah, huh? That's crazy. Uh, into the shop. Can you join the call? Are you okay with that, Mala?
Yeah.
All right. Um, how am I gonna make this work? Uh, okay. What I'll actually have to do is I'll have to make a group DM, so I'm gonna have to hang up and then call you back.
Oh, alright.
So I will call you again in like 2 seconds. Let's see. Oh. Create group DM.
Hello?
Hello? Everybody?
Hello.
Everybody survive the transition okay?
Mr.
No.
Obama?
Oh
No,
no,
we're
not
not
again.
doing
Not again. Hi Win.
Hi, Jane.
How are you?
I'm gay.
That's good. Good to know that everything is in its proper
Screen
place.
share.
Yep, screen share. You get the privilege of seeing what I'm doing without the like 80-year delay on the Twitch
And
stream.
also no audio.
Yeah, that's true.
No
Oh wait,
audio.
actually I think you can enable audio now, but I forget how to do it. It's like
Oh, I knew they were working on that feature, but
settings.
I don't need the Isaac audio anyway, but
I know, but I was just thinking about it because now
yeah.
I
I
don't.
know all the Isaac noises.
I will look into that after the show because there's some games where that would actually be like good to have.
I've watched a certain other stream enough to know the Isaac noises.
Gee, I wonder what stream that could be. Certainly not one that I shamelessly constantly try to imitate for my own twice weekly series. Certainly not.
Your show is way less vaguely offensive on accident.
That's true. I mean, I don't mean to brag, but I do think I have that pretty well down. It's like not being
It's called not
unintentional,
being white,
like
cishet.
like not being unintentionally racist, but you know. Rotten Baby.
Anyway, Buddy in a box.
I'm pretty sure I actually already had that item. It's just that the new booster pack,
Oh.
they added like a bunch of new achievements, so
You have a bunch of companions.
yeah, they're pals. Yeah, I got the Shade, I think it's called, and I got Dark Bum, Little Gertie, Rotten Baby, and the Sack of Sacks.
You have what seems to be Venom?
No, that's the Shade. He's fun. He follows you around and doesn't actually accomplish
Probably also
anything.
a Marvel character.
The Shade? Yeah, probably. That sounds like a superhero at any rate. If not Marvel, then definitely DC. Or like Dark Horse.
Image.
Image.
Definitely a character that's shown up and fought with Spawn.
What is the best, like, third-party Western comic
IDW.
book? Actually, yeah, that's true. Never mind. Answered the question definitively before I even finished saying it. More than meets the eye.
Their Transformer stuff is really good.
It is.
They also published a physical version of Atomic Robo. They now have the Sonic license.
I heard about that.
Even though I really liked Archie Sonic, they're still doing it justice, so...
Archie is one of those companies that I'm always surprised is still around. Like, it's not even that they are doing badly or anything.
They were like from a million years ago.
Yeah, like it just seems.
Like I associate Archie with like the actual Archie that looks like really old.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's.
Well, yeah, and that's still running.
That's crazy.
So...
Oh
like that's actual madness. Like that's like some One Piece nonsense.
Well,
except I think
it's like
Archie's been
like
running for like 50 years.
it's closer to like the TV soap opera of comics.
Yeah.
With how long it's been running.
Wasn't the longest running show ever some like soap opera called Guiding Light?
Yeah.
I wonder if that show is like, this is gonna sound weird, but like if something runs for that long, I kind of can't imagine that it's good. You know what I mean? Like if your show's good, you run out of steam eventually.
That's the fucked up thing about One Piece, is it's still good.
People say that. I mean, I've never read it myself, but I never like hear anybody talk poorly about One Piece.
Like, it's one of those shows where, like, I know that it's good, but I don't have the time to watch all of it.
With manga, it tends to be the mangaka that runs out of steam
Yeah,
Yeah, like,
the artists.
because they get worked to
the
death.
One Piece mangaka, like, has an ending in sight, but they said they only have, like, 70% of the story done right now. Isn't that
Which is
right?
nuts. Yeah, like that's a lot of that's a lot. I actually started reading a manga yesterday called what is it? Doro Hidoro? Is that it? I think so.
Oh
Is that the
god,
seinen
that
you were
was
talking
so
about?
fucking weird.
What, Mala?
So
Is that the seinen you were posting earlier, where it's like
Yeah.
a really tall girl or something?
Yeah.
it's the one with the dude with the dinosaur head.
Yeah, he's got a lizard head and another guy lives in his mouth. It's an extremely seinen
What?
premise.
It's
Yeah,
a
so
weird anime, a weird manga, and it's really good.
the premise is like uh the protagonists live in this city called Hole, which is a really funny name for a city. And they have to deal with like wizards coming in and causing problems. And the main guy is a guy who had his head turned into a lizard's head by a wizard. And I just realized that that's kind of a tongue twister. But anyway, um, uh, his thing is there's another person that lives in his mouth, and
You're a lizard, Harry.
yeah,
What?
yeah. No, you heard me correctly. There is a another man who lives inside of his mouth,
That's
and
like the lowest part of weird of
yeah, it's just
that
it's a
series.
very odd manga. And the reason I brought it up is that it's been apparently running for like 15 years, and I had never heard of it until the other day when Harspec started talking about it. It's
That
pretty
would
good,
be a
though.
Haro Specs manga.
Yeah, yeah. It's really strange. Mala, I think you would like it because of the other protagonist, who is a tall, buff lady who rides a skateboard.
Yeah.
And there's also a
I
villain
do.
who looks pretty similar. So, it's all good on that front. It's good so far, really weird.
How come seinen have like the best girls in them?
Well, it was written by a woman, so that's why. At least in that particular case.
I know about it because of Minovsky article on Twitter.
Huh.
He's also why I know about Golden Kamui.
Yeah, that's another one that Harspec really likes. Is Golden is it Kamui or Kamui?
He'd probably really like Minovsky article then, but
He's not on Twitter anymore. He actually
that
is
doesn't surprise me.
one of the few people I know that actually like permanently jumped ship to Mastodon.
I've thought about doing that,
I
but
would.
now I haven't used it so much that
Yeah, like I would, but like I actually use Twitter to promote stuff. So like I can't.
Oh yeah, if you're like
Yeah.
it's not viable if you're a creator.
Yeah, it's not like viable as a promotion network, which is fine. Like it doesn't have to be, but it's just not great for my purposes. Oh,
Bless
sorry
you.
about that.
.com is not good.
What's not good?
I said Twitter.com is not good. What a
It's
surprise.
not good.
Hey, you guys heard about this thing called Twitter?
No.
I think it might be causing some problems in the world.
I just can't find an instance on Mastodon to join. is the one I want to join doesn't let new members in unless you
Yeah,
ask.
that's like
And I'm
another
just like, I don't
another
feel like it.
thing is like a lot of them are weirdly clicky, which I'm not a huge fan of.
The main one's sort of good, but that's only because the dude who made Mastodon moderates it, and he has like a zero tolerance policy for Nazis. But
Yeah, and like the thing is, I feel like as a social space, it's probably really good, but like I said,
well, yeah,
you know, the whole promo thing. Although I guess what I could do is just like make my Twitter basically business
again,
only and then
it's,
socialize on Mastodon, but
we were bringing up comics before, and I've been reading a ton of Venom because there's been a Venom run that started last year.
mm-hmm.
So, for a while, the original Venom, Eddie Brock, didn't have the Venom symbiote.
Right,
But for a
Venom's like
while,
the alien part.
it was Flash Thompson, who was he was like kind of
Flash
the
Gordon.
bully. He was the bully slash jock in the original Spider-Man stuff.
Huh.
He went to school with Parker. Um, so like his backstory for being Venom was he went to war in Afghanistan and he lost both of his legs.
Oh.
Then he got back and the government had captured the symbiote
Uh-huh.
and they offered him a job as basically like
Uh
a,
uh government
like
Venom.
a government agent.
Huh.
But and so he combined with the Venom symbiote and it grew his legs back.
Huh.
At least while he had the symbiote. So he went
Interesting.
on adventures. He eventually went to space and fought with the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, that sounds
What?
sick.
And then last year he came back and events transpired and he lost the symbiote. And first it reconnected with some psychotic killer, which really fucked with the symbiote because the symbiote basically learned how to be a hero from being with Flash, and Flash called it partner,
Wow.
and like it like grew as a character, and then it was
Hey,
suddenly on this dude. What?
now you guys know why the bloat has an entire subreddit devoted to people that don't like this boss.
And so he was
Was
on
it?
this. He was on this dude that was just like completely shitty and evil, and it was like, you fucker, stop this, bad, no, and so eventually they got off away from that thing,
Mm.
and he ended up back with Eddie. But then there were problems there, and he kept wanting Eddie to kill random people, and like was acting really weird. But it turned out, so Eddie Brock, in the meantime, when he didn't have Venom, was working with the FBI Anti-Symbiote Task Force, and he had remnants of an anti-symbiote like antidote antibody thing,
Mm-hmm.
and it was basically poisoning the symbiote. And so
Deep Venom
basically
lore.
the Venom symbiote was sick. And so he was working with a company that managed to give him something that like he had to keep taking to keep it under control.
Huh.
This is a company that I'm blanking on the name right now, but basically it's a successor to Oscorp because
Uh-huh.
Oscorp went under because
Right. The whole
everyone was like,
Green
"Oh,
Goblin thing,
Osborn is
yeah.
evil," so he secretly founded a new corporation for his son, now his grandson. But
Hines is now playing P-Cross Touch.
he's not watching this. Damn you.
I think he's doing both.
um,
I just wanted to call him out for playing Picross, even though I also enjoy Picross.
oh yeah, and then during all of this, you found a race of dinosaur people living under the
Yeah.
city who were under control, who were the under control of a guy who worked with Dr. Connors, the lizard. and he used a modified version of the serum that turned him into the lizard to turn him into a dinosaur person with psychic powers that gave him control over Saurian brains. So, lizard brains. So he had control over all of them. All of the dinosaur people that he created. And then... But then Venom was fighting them. And then he met up with Devil Dinosaur, which is a dinosaur from the prehistoric past who
Right.
somehow
That
got transported to the future, and he has beyond human intellect. But the dude's powers made it so he could control the brain of Devil Dinosaur.
yeah, like
But then
Devil
they used the
Dinosaur's like a red Tyrannosaurus, right? He's like
yeah, and he works with a little black girl.
right, in the Moonchild.
Yeah,
I like
and
that character concept a lot.
yeah, they were both in there and fighting with Venom.
Okay.
And then so Venom used the symbiote to get into the brain of Devil Dinosaur and fight off the mind control. And then they turned on the bad guy, killed him. So then the rest of the dinosaur people were broken free of his mind control and formed a better civilization underground.
A better civilization for all dinosaurs.
And then there was a point where they accidentally got into a short conflict with another known Marvel race that lives under New York.
Yeah,
But
there's
then-
like lots of stuff under New York in Marvel.
But then they ended up working
right?
together to fight off Kraven the Hunter, who was sent to hunt the dinosaur people under New York.
Oh, you know who I know that guy from? Is the one Spider-Man video game for the Wii.
Yeah. Yeah, he was in a few Spider-Man video games.
I
But
like
he
that
was
game
in...
a lot.
Was that Shattered Dimensions?
Yeah, it was the one. It was like regular Spider-Man, film noir Spider-Man,
2099
and
Spider-Man.
2099 Spider-Man. And I
Yeah.
think there was like Ultimate Spider-Man too, but like
Yeah,
difference not as big there.
that was Shattered Dimensions.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Um, Kraven was hired in this situation by the Kingpin, who, at the present time when I was reading that,
Too many characters.
was the
There's a
mayor
lot
of
of
New
characters.
York City.
Yeah.
What?
The Kingpin's
Yeah.
thing is that he's just like a rich jerk, right?
He's the big
That's his
mobster
power.
of
Yeah.
New York. Yeah, that's... I can't remember whose villain he started as,
Big mobster man.
but I know he's in a lot of Punisher stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was like a Spider-Man villain.
I don't know, he might have been. Because he's been in Spider-Man stuff, he's been in Daredevil stuff, he's been in Punisher stuff. I mean, he's been in the stuff of basically every New York City Marvel hero.
He's
Yeah.
he's been on this very stream, actually. A lot of people don't know that.
Dun, dun.
Introducing the Kingpin.
In
from
different
Yeah,
Marvel
I know.
things,
Marvel
both
Comics.
Kingpin has been mayor of New York, and Osborn has been the president of the United States.
Yeah,
So-
like that was a trend for a while in superhero stuff because I remember they had Lex Luthor be the president
Yeah.
as well in DC.
And then that seems ridiculous, and then look at...
Yeah, like
Yeah,
nowadays
it's not
it's like, yeah, sure, I can buy that. It doesn't
Yeah.
even seem at all weird anymore. Anyway, let's go down to the next floor.
Yeah. So, now I'm reading the
The
stuff
Caves
that
one.
leads... Right, so then I read the stuff that led up to an event that happened last year,
Mhm.
called Venomverse, which is... The name's a play on there was a thing before that called Spider-Verse,
Mhm.
which had all the different, like, multi-dimensional Spider-Men, like, Shattered Dimensions, but way bigger.
Can we take a second
And-
to appreciate the combination of words multi-dimensional Spider-Man?
Yeah, because throughout the years there's been a shit ton of alternate universe Spider-Man characters,
Spider-Man.
including Spider-Gwen. So there's
The
been
best
a
one.
Spider-Man who was Gwen Stacy. There's been a Spider-Woman. A Spider-Woman that was Mary Jane. Spider-Woman that was a
Weed.
clone of Peter Parker. But Miles Morales,
Spider-Man's is
the
this?
new Ultimate Spider-Man who took over because Ultimate Peter Parker fucking died.
Oh shit.
But so Spider-Verse basically had all of those characters, and then it collapsed everything into just the main Marvel universe. So it's the event that got it. So even though Ultimate, the Ultimate stuff is basically over, they put Miles Morales into the like main Marvel universe.
Miles Tails Morales.
Yes. But yeah, then Venomverse is the thing where our main
The
Venom
peak
suddenly
of the
gets transported
universe is of
to another dimension where he meets a bunch of other Venoms. So it's basically a bunch of different Marvel characters combined with the Venom symbiote from different universes. There was a Venom Racket Raccoon, Venom Racket Raccoon, Venom Wolverine, Venom X-23, um, Black Suit Spider-Man, of course, uh, Venom Deadpool,
Venpool.
Venom Gwenpool. Gwenpool, not actually a Deadpool
Venom
copy.
Venom Gwenpool sounds like something that a rich person would name their Rottweiler.
Okay, so Gwenpool is
Gwen
she
Stefani.
was she was a girl from the real world who was a fan of comics, and then she got transported into comics,
Ah,
and so
yeah.
she uses her knowledge of that shit
Okay.
to get, and she became a mercenary.
That makes, I mean, as much sense as anything, I guess.
Yeah,
It's like Recreators, but backwards. It's not. It's not like that at all.
Isn't there like a guy who exists only to keep the Marvel and DC universes separate?
Yeah, Amalgam or whatever the heck his name is. I actually
Yeah.
know who you're talking about, yeah. It's like,
yeah. Before the 2000s, there were actually multiple Marvel DC crossovers.
yeah, it's actually like one of the few characters that both companies own the rights to, which is, I don't know how that works now, because there's like been a bunch of mergers since then, but
But yeah, anyway, in Venomverse, so there's this new enemy that shows up in Venomverse called the Poisons. That basically their base forms are really weak and not that big a deal to most people. But if they attach onto a host and their symbiote, it like permanently fuses them, takes control of them, and uses the host body as basically fuel and just meat. So basically, it kills the host and takes control of the symbiote.
so it's like the
And
Zerg.
so, I mean, kinda, but it's only dangerous to people fused with symbiote.
I just kind of wanted to say Zerg, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. Although, there's also a thing called a Zerg symbiote.
Once they're fused, though, they can no longer like do that to another symbiote. So it's just like their infection form that's a problem. Though but the thing is, when they do that, they become way stronger than a normal symbiote and host combination.
Who the fuck
Though-
is firing off fireworks on Thursday, May the 10th in my trailer?
You
You
super
don't do
live.
that?
That's called living in the middle of nowhere.
It's not even like, is it a holiday? Is May the 10th a holiday?
I don't think so.
May the 11th a holiday? I hate living here, and I'm glad I'm not going to be for much longer.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, did I
so-
talk about that at all on the server yet?
You mentioned it, yeah.
Yeah, we're probably moving by the end of the month.
Though actually, there isn't proof that they work on all symbiotes, since every single character fighting in this situation is a Venom from a separate universe, because they end up calling in a ringer, a secret weapon in the situation, Oh, okay. So the one calling in all of these venoms is Venom Doctor Strange.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that I follow. Go on, continue.
And so Eddie Brock is like, I have an idea to fight them. And he asks Venom Doctor Strange to summon Carnage.
Who's red evil Venom, if I remember right.
Red evil Venom and has the
Is it-
ability to create like actual bladed weapons and shit, which Venom can't do.
Yeah, okay.
And he shows up and starts just murdering the shit out of the poisons.
Understandable.
So that happens.
Have a nice day.
Yeah. And
Wasn't
then it
like
turns out that they reveal that the whole plan of the poisons was they were tricking Doctor Strange into summoning more venoms there as food.
he played
So-
himself?
He played himself. They managed to beat these guys, but then a preview at the end of Venomverse shows Venom Thanos.
Venom Thanos?
Well, actually, no, Poison Thanos, because it's a Venom Thanos that then got taken over by the poisons,
Something, the Infinity Stones.
which adds like armor-looking
The Infinity
stuff
Venom Stones?
onto them, and so that leads up
Actually,
to
I have.
an event that just ended last week, the week before, called Venomized, which right now I'm reading the lead-up comics to, so I don't know what happens in that yet.
Can I
So
actually ask a question of people who know things about Marvel stuff?
yes,
Is there a functional difference between the Infinity Stones and the Chaos Emeralds?
No.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
What about the Venom
I mean,
Stones?
if you really want to
The
know,
Venom
the Infinity
Stones.
Stones are much more powerful, but I mean,
Are there Venom Stones? I want to know.
I also want to know if there are Venom Stones.
I don't know. I haven't quite reached Venomized because I'm reading the stuff that leads up to it.
You should tell us if there are Venom Stones or not when you get to that point.
Where I am right now, the X-Men have abducted Venom to bring him to space to help them solve something.
What?
The X-Men kidnapped me and took me to space. An autobiography by Venom.
That's where, I don't know if you saw the screenshots I put that were the symbiote arguing with Eddie, where the symbiote straight up says, Eddie, this is why no one likes you. Because they ask for his help, and he fights them, so they kidnap him.
The Infinity Gems are the Chaos Emeralds if each individual emerald has specific powers. I guess that makes sense.
If each one had specific powers, and like, if you put them all together, they allowed you to alter the fabric of the universe. Which the Chaos Emeralds just let you go Super Saiyan.
Yeah, you know. But can't you go Super Saiyan hard enough that you can alter the fabric of the universe?
Can't you do like chaos control with one of them?
Yeah.
Well, but let's you like fucking teleport. I don't know.
Can we just agree that, like, Sonic the Hedgehog, Marvel Comics, and Dragon Ball Z all have very involved and sometimes confusing lore?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You're missing out Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts is...
Listen, Kingdom Hearts makes perfect sense.
Does it?
No,
Does it? Does it?
Everyone is either what is that guy's name? He has a name that starts with X.
Everyone is either the main character or the main character's rival.
X gonna give it to you?
Everyone is Naruto or Sasuke. Except Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse is his own entity.
And then Goofy dies.
No, actually, sorry, Mickey Mouse is Venom.
Mickey Mouse is Venom.
Can we get that crossover, Marvel?
Here I go to my search engine.
I bet someone drew that. Like,
Venom,
Venom Mickey Mouse.
Mickey. No, not Venom, Mickey Rourke. What?
Oh no.
Oh no, I typed that in and it gave me those extremely fucking weird YouTube videos.
No.
what do you mean?
Venom, Mickey Mouse's car, and having a good time
No.
with what is that? Having Donald Duck is having a race with Mickey Mouse and the Incredible Venom around the city. And
The
fun.
Incredible Venom.
The Incredible Venom.
Do you guys know about the weird ass
Yeah.
algorithmically generated
Actually
children's YouTube videos?
like terrifying. Yeah, I know about that.
But
I
anyway,
read
if I go
that
to
one
images,
article.
yes, there's a lot of pictures of Mickey Mouse's Venom.
That's good. I'm glad that we're not the only people to have had that thought. I was pretty sure that we weren't, but it's good to know for sure.
Well, here's Mickey Mouse as Spider-Man fighting Mickey Mouse as the Hulk.
That's pretty good.
But it's from one of those weird YouTube videos.
Oh no, that's much less good.
That's Spider-Man being eaten by a shark.
God, that's what's next, is algorithmic fetish videos.
I mean,
That's what's next, isn't it?
frankly, those probably exist.
I don't want to think about
I'm not
that.
looking those up right now.
No, please don't. I shouldn't even have said that, to be honest with you. But, you know, we only do hardcore, unscripted, like, 100% raw television here on PJ Live. Anyway, I've been watching Railgun lately. That's a good show. Y'all like Railgun?
It's
Uh,
a good show.
I've never heard of it.
What the heck is the full name of the show again? It's like a certain scientific
A certain
railgun.
scientific railgun.
Scientific railgun.
A spin-off of a certain magical index.
I literally
Is
started
that
watching
actually a
it.
spin-off?
Yeah, in fact,
Yes.
the index
I did
guy
not know
shows
that. I
up.
thought it was an original series.
Yeah, the index guy
Really?
actually like shows up sometimes and interacts with the rest of the
And so
cast.
does Index herself.
Oh, that hasn't happened yet. I'm on episode 12 or 13, I think.
I can't remember when she shows up.
But yeah,
But she's the other main character of Index. And she's good.
it's a good show. I wouldn't call
She's
it
the...
like a masterpiece or anything, but it's fun.
Well, yeah, because it's extremely anime.
It's extremely anime. Main character fucking flips quarters and causes explosions. It's great.
I mean, when I said extremely anime, I more meant the negative parts of it.
Yeah, but like I wanted to turn that back around because the
Well, yeah, it
flipping
has the
quarters
good
thing
parts of anime, too.
is like literally why I started watching. And even though she only does the flip quarter thing a couple times, it is still like very good with the electrical superpower nonsense.
Wait,
I'm
did
very
she
happy
fight the
about that.
giant thing?
The weird like plasma fetus brain thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
And then
fought
beating that is when Satan woke up, right?
that. Who?
Satan?
Yeah.
Satan?
Yeah.
Satan?
I don't know how it's pronounced actually. But yeah, the like there's like this extremely convoluted metaphor about how brains are computers and the hot evil scientist lady is using them to make it an internet, and it turns into
Didn't that happen in Lane?
a
Isn't that
the-
what that evil doctor she meant did?
the results in Lane end up being very different, but the methodology is surprisingly similar.
A bunch of children connected.
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah. It's like, you know, people are basically computers.
Stop trying to use children to make the internet.
Yeah, stop that. But yeah, that was pretty good. My favorite thing is that, and I am half joking when I say that, but I really just have to respect the gumption it took to follow up that arc, which is actually like surprisingly dark, with a completely straight swimsuit episode.
Extremely anime.
Yeah, like, you know, here we just did all this like existential terror and implied that possibly the very foundation of the setting is built on some kind of predatory child experiment thing. Let's go to the beach. You know, it's I don't know.
They don't
it's
even go
funny.
to an actual beach.
They don't. They use like a holodeck to pretend to go to the beach. It's hilarious. The extension. I forgot about this item. I
That's a
like this one.
Toho Dojon I've read.
What? The extension
Where,
cord?
no, where they basically create like a fake beach
Oh,
inside
yeah.
the
You know what?
Scarlet Devil Mansion.
I think I've actually also read that one. Possibly. It sounds familiar.
Just want to point out it wasn't an H Dojon.
No, it was just
Before
like
anybody asked.
it was just like one of the normal.
Well, it's just because people automatically equate that word to
Yeah.
bad stuff, even though that's not what it means.
You know.
It just means a fan creation.
You know.
Or an independent creation.
Yeah. But yeah, there's like
Because technically Toho itself is a Dojin game.
yeah. But there's like they go to the holodeck beach and then the thing freaks out and they end up at like the North Pole. And then they get sent to a campground and they make food and it actually like made me laugh aloud. They have this one girl whose name I'm forgetting right now, but like the really snotty rich girl. They want to make curry, and she doesn't know how to make curry, but she's like too proud to tell people that. So she has like these two other people do a bunch of completely ridiculous things, and at one point they just cut to this shot of them standing in their swimsuits grating corn in dead silence, and it's actually really funny.
Big mood.
Sigh.
How's Splatoon going, Mala?
I stopped playing Splatoon. I am now playing Overwatch.
You just switched from one FPS. Well, I guess technically Splatoon is in the third person, but you switched from one shooting game to another. Mala, who is your main in Overwatch?
Moira?
I see.
Moira and Diva.
Okay. I haven't played in a long time, but I'm extremely basic, so I always ended up playing as Soldier 76. Or
Oh, yeah,
May, because I liked how she
I
looked.
play Soldier 76 when I'm feeling like I really want to play Call of Duty, but I don't want to play Call of Duty.
Those two matches I played once, I played as Diva. So that makes Diva my main.
Diva is a good character, also.
My first game, I got played of the game. So I decided to quit while I was ahead. No, I just haven't felt like playing.
Yeah,
FPS.
nah, it's cool. I like Overwatch.
If
but
I did play again, I'd probably try out Sombra, but
Sombra does a hacking.
she does a purple.
Mala mains lesbianly.
Yeah, I was gonna make a joke about how that's an extremely lesbian main, but
What, Moira?
GF
Yeah.
defender hand.
Well, yeah. I would play Tracer, but I'm really bad at playing Tracer, so
Cavalry's here.
They've been adding a bunch of Overwatch characters to Heroes of the Storm,
yeah,
and
Brigitte.
that's been fun.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say a bunch of Overwatch characters in general. But
Oh, no.
Brigitte.
Although they have added a couple since I last played. They added
I think that's how you say her name.
who?
Brigitte.
oh, Brigitte or whatever.
Oh yeah,
like-
the Swedish girl. It's like
Yeah, she's good
Thorborn's
too. I like
daughter
playing her.
or something like that.
I have a Swedish friend. who
I have
said
a
how it's
Swedish
pronounced,
fish.
but I forgot.
You guys had Swedish fish recently?
Not recently,
No, I
no.
haven't had it in a long time.
Me neither. I kind of want one now, but I don't even really like them that much. It's just like, you know, it's one of those things.
You know.
You know.
Meow.
Nyan?
Nyan.
Ni hao nyan.
Dab.
Gorgeous, delicious deculture. What does deculture mean? I think that's one of those, like, small handful of English words that is actually used more often, like, as a lone word in other places.
Sure.
Don't you sure me. I'll come to your house and give you a hug. What do you think about that?
So is Mora a bottom? Because she has really sharp nails.
Deculture was like the brand of the name of the brand. Oh, okay. I thought that was like an actual word, but maybe I am incorrect.
I wouldn't know. It's a secret.
It's a orientation, gay,
I'm just saying.
Mystery.
position, secret.
Look at those nails.
GF
No,
defender
I
hand.
think, what if they're just fake nails? They're probably fake nails.
Puts them on every
I
time
don't
she
know.
goes
She
into
does
battle.
specialize in like fucking with genetics.
They're probably fake nails because, like, she has her different skins have different nails that are different sizes and stuff.
Oh, this is a thing to argue about on my stream. We're not
We're
really
not arguing.
but it's a thing to talk about on my stream, certainly. I wonder if they'll add
Yeah,
Moira to HOTS at some point.
I didn't, like, when I got this game, I didn't intend on being a support main, but nobody plays support in this game. It's annoying, so I have to do it.
Yeah, one of the other characters I ended up playing a lot was Zenyatta, because, like, nobody would ever pick a healer. And I liked his weird orb thing that he did.
Yeah, Zenyatta's good.
He, would
But,
like
like-
you to experience tranquility.
Yes. I don't know why people have something against healing, like, I don't get it.
Well, because you don't get to do the shooty bang, so it's not
Play
as
Call
exciting.
of Duty if you
Well,
don't
That's,
want
some
to.
that's the...
A lot of the healers actually can do the bang shooty and kill a lot of people.
Yeah,
Well-
but, like, I don't know. There's also this other part of it, which is that, like, a
See-
lot of the time, if you play the healer and you're not, like, perfect, people will yell at you.
And they want to be healed, but they don't want to ever be healers.
Yeah. Or they'll ask for healing and then not, like, they'll, like, run away from you or whatever. You have a lot of the same problems in Heroes of the Storm, so...
Team
you know,
Fortress 2.
probably that game as well.
Well, there's
The
only
problems
one
have been
game.
those problems have been around as
Like-
long as those kinds of games
Yeah,
have been around.
like, as long as class-based multiplayer games.
Well, I like games with vehicles because I like playing as engineering classes.
Actually,
I like repairing more than I like healing for some reason.
for somebody who played a lot of Halo when I was younger, I actually have never really cared for vehicles in FPS games.
I used to play a shit ton of
They're
Battlefield.
usually, like, I don't like dealing with vehicles in FPS games.
Yeah, I don't know. Just
They
not
just,
my jam.
It's like
I played Battlefield 2 a lot.
Battlefield 2.5.
God. Battlefield 1, the tanks are so overpowered.
1942.
Well, yeah. Well, not that.
Oh wait, no,
Battlefield
you
1,
mean Battlefield
but
1. God, that fucking
One.
name.
I know it's annoying. I hate that they named
I
it that.
I
Wait,
really like that
ex-
game, but the name is so fucking stupid.
Explain?
Battlefield 1 is the most recent Battlefield game. It's called that because it takes place in World War One.
Thanks, I hate it.
But the first Battlefield game is Battlefield 1942.
And
Yeah,
then there's a
I like-
Battlefield.
And then Battlefield
actually
2,
hate that.
which is the third Battlefield game. Because the
Y'all
second
ever-
Battlefield game is Battlefield Vietnam.
Y'all ever, like, wanna just go to a game exec's house and give him a wallop right in the noggin?
Oh God, Battlefield 4 is like, what, the sixth game? No, it's not even close. Let's see, because there's 1942, Vietnam, Battlefield 2, Battlefield 2142, Battlefield 2 Modern Combat, which is a console game,
I've never heard of that game.
Battlefield 3, then there's Battlefield 1943, oh yeah, Bad Company 2, Bad Company Vietnam, and then there's fucking then there's that fucking police and criminals one that I can't remember the name of.
So what I'm learning is that the series
And then there's
is
Battlefield
massive,
4.
and also the people who make it cannot count.
And then there's Battlefield 1.
That makes me incredibly angry. Battlefield 1.
I love the Xbox One.
Fucking Xbox.
I hate that too. Like, you
Yeah.
could have. There's like a million other
everyone-
names.
Everyone called their original Xbox the Xbox One. I know, because I've seen like old videos of people
Yeah.
referring to it like that.
And they were originally gonna call it the X Next, which is also not a great name, but at least it's not confusing. And I don't know why they changed it.
I don't know, is 1 better or worse than 720?
Way worse. Like,
Okay.
so again, like, it's not a good name, but at least I get it. I've had, because there was apparently some kind of rationale behind the name Xbox One, but I've had it explained to me like 20 times, and I still can never remember it, because it's like, it's so dumb that it forces itself out
Xbox
of my...
One X.
Yeah, and then the One X, which abbreviates to Xbox. You see what they did there?
What would they call the next one?
The Xbox. No, they're gonna start counting in binary. It's gonna be called the Xbox 10. I thought the new one was supposed to be called the Scorpio. Whenever that,
No, that's...
or was that the one?
Wasn't that the code name for the Xbox One X?
I thought there's one between the regular and the One X, isn't there?
I
Called
hate
the Scorpio.
console editions. I don't understand them. Like, we have a PS4, like a launch PS4, and I don't know what the difference is between my console and a PS4 Pro.
Are like slightly
It's not
better
Pro, obviously.
hardware, that's it.
It just, I don't get it. It seems like one of those things that's, like...
Okay, yeah, it is just the One X.
Yeah, like,
It's
we can
named the Scorpio.
like, get some extra money out of the real tech heads if we, like, tweak a tiny amount of things in the hardware configuration and then sell it as a new unit. But maybe I'm just being overly cynical. I don't know.
And, like, they're trying to follow the concept of, like, slightly upgrading your computer, but it doesn't work that way.
Because you have to buy a whole new
you'll
one.
only have to buy one part for your computer.
Yeah. You know what though? I know people. My stepdad actually, he buys every new Xbox thing religiously and often buys more than one. And I just don't get it.
But why?
Because he has a fairly big house, so he buys
Because
one for
he's
his
a
room and one for
gamer.
the living room.
Oh god.
At least that's what the kids have told me. But like, I don't
Gamer.
like
Gamers rise up.
like if you want to get a new console, that's cool, but you don't need four of them.
I
Like
can't even get one
it's
of
at
them,
the point
so...
it's at the point where my oldest younger brother Chris now has his own Xbox One because his dad had an extra, like he had an extra one because he bought the One X twice or something.
Every Vita sold was bought by me.
Epic gangweed gamers. What does that mean?
What do you mean you don't know what epic game
Babe, what is that? What?
What is epic
What
gangweed?
does that mean?
Bum. Bum ba da dum bum bum bum.
Yeah, she said bum.
I actually made that joke earlier because I had the one familiar Darkbone. Do you know that the upvote animation on the Binding of Isaac subreddit is him giving you a blue heart?
Nice.
It's good. It's like the only good thing about that subreddit anymore, actually.
I don't like the new Reddit design.
Oh, yeah,
I like
it's-
Reddit.
Yeah, like
really disgusting looking. I don't like it.
like on the one hand, me neither, but on the other hand, like new Reddit is like actually somehow a million times worse because it's like Reddit and Facebook merged together
But why?
because Reddit is a publicly traded company now, so they like want to expand their user base, and the only way that old people know how to do that, old people generally being the persons in charge of executive decisions at these sort of companies, the only way they know how to do that is to make everything more like Facebook. So you can now have a Reddit profile, which is just like the same as it's always been, except now there's like a little avatar and it looks vaguely Facebook-ish. It's really dumb.
Can I uninstall Reddit now?
Can I uninstall Reddit?
I should
Clearly,
add-
we just have to move back to Dig.
I've been playing a video game where guns are girls because
Yeah,
Japan.
you posted that. It's like, what's it
It
called again?
recently got-
Arsenal or something?
No, it's Girls Frontline.
Oh, I don't know where I got Arsenal from. Maybe
It's
my brain just like imagined what I thought the title would be.
It just out of nowhere got a Western release. I say out of nowhere because I didn't know about it, which means it was out of nowhere.
Yeah, I also say that about things that I don't know about, so don't feel bad about it. I like that Heinz has still not explained Epic Gameweed Gamers.
It doesn't need an explanation.
And also, it's not just gamers, it's gamers with a Z. Or as it is known in his neck of the woods, a Z. Do people still say neck of the woods?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't sounding like an 80-year-old grandmother right then. It's like how I found out that nobody says nippy to mean cold anymore. Huh?
It's a bit nippy.
Bit nippy oot. Oh,
You
go
know,
on down
I
to
really hate that,
Conshohocken.
I hate that Sony decided to add the subscription thing to PlayStation just because Xbox did it. Like,
It happened a while ago.
yeah, I know that happened a long time
Yeah,
ago.
but at least for a while, PlayStation Plus was kind of a good deal.
Yeah.
Well, I think at least compared
But
to
now they've, I
It
believe
happened-
now they're only doing They're only doing PlayStation Plus games for PS4 now, aren't they? They stopped
Yeah.
doing PlayStation 3 and Vita.
Oh,
I
I
don't-
never had a 3 or a
I
Vita,
hate-
so I didn't know that.
I own them all, so
I don't agree with having to pay to play online games.
Yeah,
Like,
it's stupid, but like,
especially because you already pay the internet bill.
yeah,
Like, what?
I'm not a huge fan. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Blizzard, but I do really appreciate that I don't have to fucking subscribe to Battle.net in order to play Heroes of the Storm or Hearthstone or whatever with people. It's just like on my computer because that's what the internet's for, you know? I'm sorry, that was a rant.
It's like, alright, everyone, we gotta pay the Overwatch fee.
The Overwatch fee.
I guess I'm just like desensitized to it because
Yeah, like I
was,
mostly am.
I played Xbox 360 so much.
Yeah, like I mostly am too, but then every now and again I remember it and I get mad about it out of nowhere. It's really inconvenient, really.
I guess I'm
Just
just
be
used
like-
to it because I'm a Halo nerd.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm used to it from, like, Xbox Live and being like, man, I wish I could play Halo 2 with people.
I had. Do either of you have younger siblings?
Yeah.
No, thank God.
I'm going somewhere with this. I promise that was
Yeah,
not
I
just
do.
like a complete non sequitur.
I am the younger sibling.
Oh, okay. But like I have 3 younger brothers and I've had to like and I don't know if this is right of me to do because like standards change. But last year Chris, my oldest younger brother, got Destiny 2 for his birthday. And that game is fine, but it is a $60 game that you have to pay PS Plus to play the internet portion, which is a good chunk of the game because it's like sort of an MMO thing.
You can't play it with it online.
Basically not. No.
No, you literally can't.
Oh, you literally can't? I didn't
You
know that part
literally can't.
actually. Okay, so that makes it even worse. But then on top of that, they sell loot boxes in the game that
Yep.
you paid
Yeah.
And then,
however much money for.
and then there's expansions.
And there's also expansions. So, like, the expansions I don't
AAA
really
video
have a
games.
problem with because that's been a thing for forever. The internet thing, like, that's kind of the standard now. The loot boxes I have an issue with, especially because the one day my younger brother blew like a $40 PS4 gift card on a bunch of Destiny 2 loot boxes. And I was
So,
actually just like I just don't get it. Like I get that he's
don't
a kid,
blame me, I
but
buy Overwatch loot boxes.
but I don't.
No, it's literally meant to prey on people.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Overwatch does it too, and I don't even get because like Blizzard makes other games that are free to play and have loot boxes, which that
someone who
makes
spent-
sense.
Way too much money on Fate Go. Yeah, it's meant to prey on
It's for-
people.
Just
I-
like
It's gambling.
just like not a fan.
I like internet gambling.
Like European countries are starting to crack down on it.
Yeah,
Pretty sure-
actually,
which country is it? In
it was-
Belgium, I
it
think.
was Belgium
They've
that
straight up
like
made them illegal.
Belgium is the only place where it's currently like illegal, but the entire European Union is like in the middle of debating the issue.
Because it's
which
gambling.
is a problem
It's
for
worse than gambling because you don't get money out of it.
yeah.
I like getting my JPEGs in Fire Emblem. So you better.
Ugh.
I don't actually buy anything in Fire Emblem.
Like I
You
don't
know,
even
I've
like I'm not
actually
even I don't
just-
even get mad at people that buy loot boxes. I get mad
Oh,
at people
I
that
do buy
sell
loot
them. You know what I
boxes.
mean?
Yeah,
In Overwatch though.
I got Mordred. I don't need to spend any more money on Fate Go.
I remember when Hearthstone was new, I actually spent like $200 over the course of a couple months
mean-
on Hearthstone cards, and like even that, I don't feel quite so bad about it because it's like a card game, but still, you know.
Yeah, I used to play MTG.
Well, at least like Magic cards you can resell, and get some of your money back, at least hypothetically. Uh, Hearthstone
I
cards.
got 2 Primeval Titans once.
Oh, that's cool.
Those are $30 each. At least
The guy with the horns. It's a green card, and it. How does that work? Like you do something, and you can get him onto the battlefield for free. Is that how that card works?
I don't fucking remember.
I remember that card
Well,
because
also,
I.
They're seasonal skins.
I currently have a character that's worth a card that's worth a decent amount, but
I wonder if
2
Treasure
lanes,
Cruise
so-
is worth anything. It's the only MTG card I own that anybody ever talks about.
How much is Pot of Greed worth?
Probably, I
Nothing
don't
at
think
all,
that's. I
everyone
don't
has
think
That
that's
is-
legal anymore.
That's a
so
Yu-Gi-Oh
probably,
joke for you
probably-
out there.
probably not worth anything.
No, the Yu-Gi-Oh joke is what does it do, not how much is it worth.
Pot of Greed allows me to draw 3
Oh,
cards.
no. Primeval Titan just lets you get a shitload of land.
That's right. Okay.
Whenever Primeval Titan enters the battlefield or attacks, you may search your library for up to 2 land cards, put them under the battlefield tab, then shuffle your library.
Yeah. I should start doing this again, actually. But back when I used to play a bunch of online Magic the Gathering at Cockatrice, I had a deck that had Primeval Titans as like a part of the core strategy. I like Magic the Gathering.
I
think-
have I have an angel that's worth a decent amount, and I can't remember which one it is. Is it Avacyn? I'm not sure.
The only Avacyn is the only MTG angel I can name off the top of my head, but I know
Yeah.
there are more.
It's not Avacyn.
Isn't there one that has protection from everything or something stupid? Like,
That's the one I have.
oh, well, there you go. Maybe that is Avacyn. I don't remember.
Where like you choose a color.
Yeah, that's right.
Can't
that's
remember.
right. Okay. I think that's it.
That's not Avacyn. At least, oh, let's see. I'm looking at all of the.
Ava...
Well, there's an Avacyn that's if you pay 1 and the white prevent all damage that would be dealt to another target creature. This turn by sources of the color of your choice.
Huh.
Oh yeah, speaking of like buying things in video games,
Uh-huh.
something really scummy that happened like is okay, so you know the Mercy skin that they added?
Yeah, the, like,
Like,
Yeah.
it's fine, like everything's fine.
breast cancer support skin thing.
The problem is that for Xbox and PC all the money goes to charity, but for PlayStation they actually take some of the money, like Sony takes it.
I did not know that.
That's stupid.
It's because Sony is weird.
God, did you see those stupid fucking forum posts that were dudes like, "Oh, you'll do this, but what about for prostate cancer, huh?" Like, wow,
Yeah, like the whole
fuckers.
going pink for breast cancer stuff doesn't
It-
even do much in the first place. You
But-
have to
and
be
then
like
there
a
was a
real
one
jerk
post-
to-
There was one post that was just like, "Hey, fun thing, did you know that you could just donate to prostate cancer research right now?"
And they were like, no.
No, like I have
None
to
of them-
get.
I
have to
can
get
They're
money.
like, no,
guarantee-
we don't get a skin for it, so
I can guarantee none of those people have ever donated to
we've never
prostate cancer
donated to
stuff.
that.
They just want to find
It's
any
fine.
way they can to hate women.
Most of them
They just-
probably
they just
don't even like.
want another skin.
Yeah, I don't like stuff sometimes.
I don't like shitheads.
You know what I do like?
Me.
Yes, that's true. But that is not the answer that I
I
was
do
going
not
to get.
like. Oh yeah, everyone. Like, I think I saw a post on Twitter about the Mercy skin, and then they were like, "Why are gamers so shit?" And then everyone was like, there were a lot of replies that were like, why would you call all gamers shit? Well,
Not all
like-
gamers.
Not all
people,
gamers.
when people
But
say
people who
that,
self-identify as a
yeah,
gamer, like that's already like you're done.
people who make it their identity. Oh, and Jane, I found the card I was thinking of. It's Iona, Shield of Emeria.
Okay.
As Iona, Shield of Emeria enters the battlefield, choose a color. Your opponents can't cast spells of the chosen color.
Can you look up how much Treasure Cruise
She
is worth?
was-
Because I am curious.
Okay.
Thank you.
Like if you get offended at people saying that gamers are shitty, I think you're
Well, the thing that kills me is like those are the
Wait,
same
what
people.
card? Treasure.
Treasure Cruise.
Cruise?
What was
yeah.
it?
Right.
The thing that kills me is like those are the same people who, if you complain about like tasteless jokes or whatever, will say that you're too sensitive.
Yeah, and then
Like
they lash out at
99%
stupid
of the time. I've never harassed a woman in my life. I'm very intelligent.
shit. Should I go with the Star City price?
Sure.
Let's see. To sell, I don't know. But to
Oh.
buy, it's like 30 cents.
Oh, okay. I was just curious because I know that card was like pretty good for a while. Although I think it's, no, I know for a fact it's long out of standard rotation by now, so
Yeah.
that's probably why the price is not as high anymore. What is this
It
thing?
was,
The tonsil.
it was in.
Huh.
Wait, when was cons?
That was. That's the card that set
Tarkir
was
was
from.
2014.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
the first Magic set I knew anything about.
I believe I played a few years. I started a few years before that. 'Cause let's see, that's the year after I graduated, and I started going to that local place while I was still in high school, and that's when I started playing Magic.
Oh, I just remember something
Yeah,
really dumb.
amusingly, technically, Warhammer 40k got me to play Magic
That is amusing.
because I was
I
looking
don't
for a
play
place
card games 'cause
to
I'm not
get.
in it.
I was looking for a place to get into Warhammer 40k,
Mala,
and so I found my local place, and then I went there, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll learn Magic, and then I was doomed.
Mala, you're a big nerd just like the rest of us.
Molly, you're like the biggest nerd here.
No.
Massive nerd.
You make digital art that makes you the ultra nerd.
Nerd girl sighted.
Hey,
Sorry.
Nothing's nerdier
sorry,
than memes.
sorry, but I'm actually gay.
It's true. We can't dispute it. No, but I remembered something really dumb, actually.
It's bad.
Like,
One time I almost not all men on behalf of Heinz. Because I see
What?
someone insult all men, and I'm like, my boyfriend's good. It was, no. I just echoed really
Like,
badly through
you
Mala,
did. That
and
was really funny.
that was really fucking funny.
Extremely powerful boyfriend defense. No, but I remembered that they finally added an alternate warlock to Hearthstone, and to get her, you have to go to a physical Hearthstone tournament, which
And
is
dab.
like the worst thing I can imagine.
Have you ever seen a place that has Hearthstone anything?
No, that's the other funny part, is that, like, that's, like, I mean, it is a thing, but certainly not where I live. I'd have to drive, I looked it up, like, out of curiosity. The closest one is, like, 4 hours from here. And they do it, like, every other month or something ridiculous. The doorstop has appeared in the basement. But, like, I don't know. I'm just annoyed because I want my gnome girl warlock, and I would have to like go out of my way to get it. They also didn't use anybody from like pre-existing Warcraft stuff. They just made up a new character, which is also kind of weird. But you know, whatever.
You just walk into a store, fucking Thrall is there, turn around and leave.
I think you have to like they like give you a piece of paper with a code on it, and you have to like enter it into your Battle.net account. It's an extremely good and cool way to do something in a game that people mostly play in order to avoid human-to-human interaction.
I will not buy anything from Garage Hellscream. You cannot make me.
I will not buy any wares from Garage Hellscream. I voted for Basic Campfire. Don't blame me.
I'd only go to a physical place and buy something for Hearthstone if the person selling it was Potion Seller.
Potion seller.
Give me your strongest Hearthing cards. I don't even know what you do at a physical Hearthstone tournament, because like the game is computer based. They
Go to the
like...
pharmacy to get my antidepressants. Give me your strongest potions.
Max, what are you doing? Hold on, I have to reprimand my dog. Let's say my dog. It's not my dog. It's my mom's dog. What are you doing?
It's
What?
your family dog.
What? What? You want fresh water. I understand.
Wawa.
Hello.
Hello. Did you know that we live in a society?
Here.
I don't know why it's so funny to me.
Ouch. Ouch.
We literally live in a society.
You live in society and yet you criticize it. How interesting. Me in the background screaming, capitalism didn't make my phone, labor did.
I like how nobody aims at me if I play any other healer than Mercy, and as soon as
Do you
as
have...
soon as I,
Are you wearing headphones or using speakers?
yeah, I'm wearing headphones.
Oh, because I keep
It's
echoing.
pretty loud. But anyway, if I play as a healer, anyone like other than Mercy, nobody aims at me. But if I play Mercy, everyone shoots at me. Like, oh, I'm suddenly a danger because I'm playing this one healer. But the other ones you can just ignore.
She's very bright, easy to spot.
What?
She's very bright and easy to spot.
Oh,
It's the
yeah.
wings.
She has a giant beam that tells you where who's healing. Oh, I got a loot box. I'm gonna open it. It's gonna give me nothing.
So the other day I watched a rap battle between Mercy and the medic from Team Fortress 2
Why?
because YouTube is a danger to me.
Why would you do that?
There was also a Sombra versus Spy rap.
Alright, hold on.
Are they... Just because
sorry,
they can
I'll be
both
right
be
back.
invisible
You have to
and
go
like,
outside.
And
yeah,
there's a Tracer and a Scout.
just because they're both fast.
I mean, they basically fill the same roles in their
Yes.
respective games.
Yeah, they do.
know the worst timing. You know that, dog?
Right? Because the spy can sap turrets and stuff, and Sombra can hack too. So, but Sombra's better because she's hot. Also, she's a woman.
Do you have to go out or not?
Team Fortress doesn't have those.
Sombra has toe shoes.
Oh, there was a Pyro versus May, and the Pyro was actually understandable, and that was just bad. The whole thing should just been. I used to main Pyro
Well, I did too.
because
It
holding
was
down the
easy.
left mouse button
Because it was
is
easy,
really
yeah.
easy. Did you prefer to use the blowback thing on your flamethrower?
I don't remember.
The other
I think
kind.
I did. I think
I was really bad at timing it.
I like
Called it.
playing the deathmatch game mode in Overwatch and just playing as Mercy. It actually works out pretty well because you can just steal everyone's kills.
Do people still complain about Bastion?
No.
Because that's
People
all I
complain
remember.
about Bastion being on their team because he sucks.
Did they, like, make him worse, or did people
I
just
think they
figure out
made
how
it
to
so-
counter him?
Yeah, people figured out how to counter it, and also he can't get headshots anymore when he's in
Oh.
the turret.
He
So
wasn't that overpowered. People are just bad at video games. Hard pills to swallow. Bastion isn't overpowered, you're just bad at video games. Memes.
I can't believe Mercy's bullets go like at 1 mile per hour.
They're
It's not how bullets work.
not regular bullets. They're future bullets. So does her shooting people not break the Hippocratic Oath because people don't
Apparently
kill
not.
people because the bullets are killing them? Is that how that works?
She's supposed to be like a pacifist. I don't know why she has a gun. I guess
Or-
it's to defend yourself.
War changes you.
It's to defend yourself, but also you can just murder someone with it, so.
I like how none of the lore for Overwatch actually explains why the game is happening.
Yeah, none of it actually explains why. Why are they shooting each other? Because
At least Halo is like, oh, this is a training program. Okay, fine.
Because the opening of Overwatch is like, we're bringing everyone together to fight the evil bad things in the world. But you're just here killing each other.
It's like we're here to fight Talon. Also, some Talon members are on our side, and we're fighting ourselves. Well, I feel like a lot of the lore of that comes from when they were trying to make an MMO.
This was gonna be an
A lot of the stuff from Overwatch was supposed to be Project Titan.
I don't even remember what that was. I heard the name before, but I don't remember what it was. Oh, was it like they were trying to make a new MMO and they were like, oh, never mind, we already have World of Warcraft.
What?
So they decided to go into a different genre.
I'm pretty sure a lot of the art with like giant robots attacking cities and shit were originally Project Titan stuff.
Don't you guys just love animals?
No,
Yeah,
We were
me neither.
talking about Blizzard.
we were talking about Blizzard's
What?
Overwatch.
What about?
And how absolutely none of the extensive lore explains why the game itself is happening.
Oh
They
yeah,
just,
you know.
like, at least Halo is like, it's a simulation.
Yeah, you know. It's like that sometimes.
It'd be like that sometimes.
I'm really glad I'm moving soon, if only because at least my streams will be less likely to be interrupted by my dog
Yeah.
deciding he needs to go outside. Even
At
though,
least TF2, like, lore is funny.
eh,
And also,
to be
there's
honest,
blue and
like,
red. The joke is they're different people, even though they look the same.
yeah, like, I would almost prefer if Overwatch just didn't have lore, because I feel like it actively
some
detracts
characters
from the
do not
game.
have lore at all. Like, Diva used to have lore where she was a StarCraft player, and then they got rid of it.
She's
I
still
mean,
a
like, her lore is that she was in the military
yeah,
as a mecha pilot.
Like, yeah, but they retconned her being a StarCraft player.
but
Because they
yeah.
realized playing StarCraft 2 decades from now is fucking stupid.
that's
Yeah.
dumb though.
I say
because
as people play
her-
StarCraft 1 20 years later.
her HOTS incarnation is still a StarCraft player.
Huh.
She makes
Yeah, I didn't know
jokes
they, like,
about it.
retconned that.
She makes like jokes about it if she's on the same team as a StarCraft character.
I think what they did is they changed it so she wasn't specifically a StarCraft player,
She was just an
She was, like,
MLG.
epic gamer, and then
Extremely
StarCraft was one of the games
epic
that she played.
gamer girl diva.
But like it used to be that was her game, and then they changed it.
Now she plays Diablo.
Dog, seriously?
Silence! I guess this is our stream, Mala.
Yeah.
Stop. Stop. Come here. Lay.
Team Fortress 2 comics are actually really funny.
I haven't gotten to them. I wanted to read them, but I never really got around to it.
Literally the opposite of laying down, but okay.
I still need to read the Overwatch comics too.
Stop.
The only
No,
one
don't
I've
think
ever
you
read
can
is the
get
one
on my
where
good side by licking my
GeoGuessr
feet.
is
I actually don't like it when you
That's
do that.
The only Overwatch comics I've read are made by fans.
Hey, did you know that
They involve
corgis
kissing.
are herding dogs, and in the absence of sheep, they will try to herd anything, including cats and small children.
Yeah, I have one. I'm aware of this.
Yeah. Also, sorry to everybody who went deaf when Max started
Also-
barking.
They bark like fuckheads.
Yeah.
How does the queen have so many of them? I don't understand.
I don't know.
I like corgis, but come on.
I don't. I used to like them in like the
Well,
abstract.
it's probably just because you're having a bad experience with one that
I
has
guess.
a shit ton of health
I-
problems, and that came out of
I-
nowhere, and that you didn't really want in the house to begin with.
That nobody but my mom wanted in the house to begin with. Yeah.
So,
And it's
I'm
funny.
sorry
It's funny because like
Here.
her one quote friend unquote recently engaged in his own quest to get a dog, despite neither of his children wanting a dog, and my mom was like, well, you probably shouldn't get a dog, but if you get one, you should get this dog, because, like, I know the person who's offering her for sale, and she's got, like, a clear bill of health and all this other stuff. Instead, he got a husky who we're not sure if the husky is spayed or not, We don't know if it's ever had any shots of any kind. And we're not sure if it's flea free. So it's
Nice.
just been like a great year for like bad dog related decisions in my like my life, I guess.
I've never really been a fan of dogs, but
I
My
think
aunt and uncle have a Pomsky.
what is
It's a Pomeranian Husky,
that?
and it just looks like a tiny husky, and it's very good.
That is good. Like I like the idea of dogs, but actually living with one, especially one who like has a ton of health problems and we're pretty sure came out of an abusive home, like
Ugh.
it's just not like it's not the dog's fault because he's a dog, but it's just a lot of stress from just one creature, you know?
Gizmo had to have a bunch of teeth pulled out recently.
Ugh. Your dog's name is Gizmo?
Yes, because when corgis are young, they fucking look like Gizmo from Gremlins. Yes, our dog is named after the character from Gremlins.
Gizmo.
I forgot what they're called before they turn into Gremlins.
Mogwais.
I've only had very
Mogwai,
negative
right.
experiences with living with dogs, so I'm not really a fan of them just because of that. Like, I'm fine with them, I guess, but like, I don't have any good experiences with them, so.
My
My worst
grandma.
experience with a hammer is a hamster's. An animal is a hamster. My worst experience with a hammer is a hamster?
That is what you said. Uh, my grandma had a German Shepherd named Xiaowang Di. I don't know what that means either, so don't ask. But she was like well behaved and really quiet. So I don't know. That was kind of a different thing. Important. I used to live with my grandmother. That makes that sentence make sense, and not just like a complete non sequitur. But that's the only other dog I've ever lived with. And
Throughout my life, we have had 2 labs, a beagle, a corgi, and a pit bull.
that's a lot of dogs.
Uh,
That's a lot of dogs.
The beagle
My
died kind of
family-
young, and that was a couple years ago.
Oh.
And
My family
he
had
was just dead
cats
on the
and,
floor once.
like,
One
around
night.
around when I was born, we had cats, and our cats didn't like me because I showed up, and then suddenly they stopped getting attention.
Okay, so we have a story that I'm not sure if it's true.
And
Where apparently
also,
we used to have a cat
what-
that peed on me in my crib, and my dad shot it.
What the hell?
oh,
That went from funny to like really, really messed up really quick. Like your cat? Like the household cat.
I was a baby.
Well, I mean, yeah,
So-
but like that's why I corrected myself. Like it was the household cat, not just like a random cat.
But I don't actually remember if that really happened or not.
I don't know.
But I
Well,
feel like
our-
that's
our
not a
cat-
story I would make up.
our cat scratched my eye out, or not out, but it scratched my eye when I was really little. And also, that eye doesn't work very well for me.
Oh, well,
Oh, wow.
I don't know if it has to do with the cat or if
oops,
it has to do with just my eye not being good,
oops,
but I'll never find out.
oops,
That sucks.
oops.
But it's like noticeably worse than my other eye.
I want a lizard.
Yeah, I don't know if the place we're moving to allows pets, but I know Cece had talked about maybe getting a snake.
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 That's a very CC animal.
Just like a little, like, corn snake or something, not anything big or complicated to take care of. You can actually find
Snake.
corn snakes just, like, in the wild around here. I see them
Oh.
occasionally.
I want a lizard. We
What?
mostly have gardener snakes.
What do gardener snakes do? Are they just, like, little...
Harmless snakes.
Okay. Corn snakes are the same. I'm pretty sure they're only called that because they live, like, in cornfields a lot of the time. Actually, the one time I saw one like trying to cross a road and not really succeeding. He was just kind of like undulating along the street. And he seemed stuck, but I'm not sure what on.
It's also known as a garter snake, a garden snake, a gardener snake, and a ribbon snake.
A ribbit snake?
Ribbon
Oh, I thought you said
are some of the common names for the nearly harmless, small to medium-sized snakes belonging to the genus Thamnophis.
Thamnophis. Hey guys, what's your
That's how it
favorite?
said.
What's your favorite?
Oh, hey, fun fact. It's the state reptile of my state.
Hey,
I didn't know that.
I have a terrible joke. What's your favorite snake-based British comedy? Mine is Thamnophis.
But yeah,
A small noise of disgruntlement.
they live like everywhere in the U.S., yet somehow they happen to be my state reptile.
Snakes are good. They don't really...
The common garter snake, I don't know if it's Thamnophis or Thamnophis. Sertalis is the state reptile of Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
It's a good snake.
Good snake.
Their average is about 22 inches, and they can get up to 54 inches.
Huh.
I love how it says, and their average total length, including tail.
Wait, hold on. Hold on a second.
Snakes technically have tails.
I guess it's like there's some anatomical point where the main body ends and the tail begins, but certainly looking at a snake, it's basically just a tail with a head on it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Miles tails per hour.
So something I was going to mention before when we were talking about Sony stuff is that it used to be really confusing. I used to have a friend named Sony,
Huh.
and when I heard either version of Sony, I would think of the other one.
I didn't realize that was a first name.
Yeah, she's a Hispanic.
Oh. Huh.
Her full name is actually Sonia.
Oh, so it was like a diminutive. Okay, I
Right.
understand.
Yeah, I
understand
forgot about
now.
that. Yeah.
I understand. I am a smart person who knows things.
She was part of the gaming group and Gmod server that we were both admins for.
Huh.
It was a Trouble in Terrorist Town server. I don't know if you remember that or not.
I've heard of it. Didn't they play that on the NLSS like once or twice?
They might have, but I used to like do that, play there all the time. That was like my gaming group for a while, and eventually it just collapsed, as those things are ought to do.
Yeah.
Or want to do. She actually, she visited and we hung out in Boston a few times.
That's cool.
I had a massive crush on her.
That's how these things tend to go. Sometimes, anyway. Death card. I'm probably gonna make this my last run because it's now after
And then
midnight here.
are we GeoGuessing or is that it?
I would like to. Yeah, we can do a round of GeoGuessr after this. It'll be fine.
I mean, I don't have anything to do.
Yeah, it's just like I was like, well, I don't know if it's a good idea because the kids are home, but they're asleep.
Oh.
It's fine. Can run a little bit long, I think. Unless this run ends up taking like 45 minutes, but hopefully it doesn't. I'm also gonna be streaming like a lot over the next 2 weeks. I think I made a post about this. Like my mom's working 21 days in a row, so I will have a lot of free time.
Jesus.
Yeah, she basically the company that she works for, it's a small dog kennel, and in fact, it's where we got Max from. Technically, they're like a dog sitting company. I don't know what the formal term for something like that is, but people leave their dogs there for a set amount of time and then go pick them up. It's basically the gist of it. Um, but she requested 2 weeks off later in the summer to take the kids to Ocean City, Maryland. Or no, actually, I think it was only a week off. Like 4 days total, basically. And they were like, okay, well, you'll just have to work 4 more days until then, which is not in of itself like super unreasonable. But then I guess somebody like the person that normally works weeknights at the place asked if my mom could pick up a couple of her shifts because she was having something done, and it happened to line up in such a way that the 4 days she agreed to do plus the couple she agreed to do for this other person plus her usual 3 days of work all lined up like right in a row. So now she's working 21 days in a row with no days off. And my aunt, like, is paying her to clean her house a couple days this week, too. So, I don't know. There's, like, a whole lot of stuff going on. Life is complicated. You know?
You know? I'm gay.
Is that a fact?
I don't know, is it? Has it been proven by science?
Probably. Dog.
Yo, dog.
Not that kind of dog. Literal dog, unfortunately.
You know what memes aren't funny?
What?
This is America memes.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, they have the picture of Childish Gambino pointing the gun at the dude in the chair. And then
It's
they
'cause
label him as one thing and they label the person in the chair as the other thing. And it's really uncomfortable
What-
seeing that
what am
picture
I
over and over
opinionating?
again.
Opinion memes, yeah.
Opinion
Love
memes
those.
are pretty bad in general.
I don't know what's more annoying, those memes of the people trying to find ridiculous hidden meanings.
Yeah, did you know that the Childish Gambino was actually talking about black on black crime and
God.
If I see one more fucking post about Upon a Pale Horse, or whatever that fucking thing is called,
I don't think I know what that is.
it's a... It's a book by a bad author who's a bad person.
I will take your word for it. What do we got in here?
Also, yeah, I hate people looking for the real meanings behind things. It's not how art works. There's not a one true real reading of
No,
things.
but you see,
It's
like...
not how that works.
You see, like, my English teacher in 5th grade told me that that Romeo and Juliet is about freaking tragic feudal social systems, so I definitely am an authority on what things mean. And in fact, I'm the only authority, and I am more of an authority than people who go to school and study for this for a living. Because you see, I am very smart.
Oh, is that the same person who criticizes me for living in capitalism while criticizing it?
I don't know, probably. You ever see
You
those?
live in a society?
I am very smart.
I can't believe you live in society. I hope everybody is having a fucking day.
A fun day.
No, just a day.
A Sunday.
Have
Stop.
a day.
Stop normalizing.
See someone in the morning and just say, "Morning." Well, people actually do that.
Yeah.
People don't do that with other things.
Night.
Hey, hope you have a day.
uh,
Have a week.
uh, I hope.
Fucking tell me what to do.
Don't tell me to progress through linear time. Explosivo. It's actually probably not a good pickup, but I picked it up anyway.
I wouldn't know.
I know, but
You should
know.
try playing the meme.
The what?
The meme.
What is the meme?
I don't know. I just said that.
Am I gonna stream Meme Run 2016? Which I believe is a
No
real
one
game?
will. Is that on Switch yet?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure that got taken off the Wii U store.
That doesn't surprise me.
Wait, what? What game?
One of the Meme Run
Meme Run.
things.
Oh yeah, Meme Run. It got taken down not because it was awful, but it was because it used the troll face, and that's copyrighted.
The creator of the troll face issued a takedown on that game.
Yeah.
It's called Meme Run 2016, but it had memes from like 2008.
I mean, so does this game, to be fair. But also, this game is like fun. I'm a firing my pew pew laser.
Is this game published by Nicalis?
Yeah.
Nicalis is a bad company.
Yeah.
Just, yeah.
Most of the work on this expansion was done by modders that they hired temporarily. So, you know.
But like they basically removed the original credits off of Cave Story. And it looks like, when you play the game, it makes it look like Nicalis developed Cave Story. Which isn't true.
Yeah. Like, and it's one of those things where I'm just kind of like waiting for the dam to burst because nobody who has ever worked with Nicholas has anything bad to say, but you'll notice they never have anything good to say either. So I feel like it's just a matter of time until they do something to the wrong person and we're going to find out about a bunch of stuff. But maybe I am wrong.
Meow.
Nyan nyan. Gosh, there sure are a lot of bullets in this game, huh? Oh hey, the walnut. I don't remember what the walnut does. I think it's like if you get hit, you have a chance to drop an item, and then it disappears. Like it gives you an item, rather. But I might be wrong about that. The walnut. It's tough to crack. But yeah, it does bother me when people, like, something will come out for a Nicholas game, and people are like, oh, thanks, Tyrone. Like, Tyrone just owns the publishing company. He didn't do anything. He might have, like, pushed the button on the Steam store to update the app, but, you know. Could get a well-trained monkey to do that. That's not anything remarkable. Shooting the mans.
The man's.
Whose mans is this?
My man's is in the chat.
He is. I see
He
him
is.
right there.
My man's. Hey Jane, have you thought about winning?
Nah, I was thinking I could just, like, play this game for the rest of my natural life, and
Because,
that
you
would
know,
be fine.
I always win. Why are you making that noise? I don't understand.
It's my reaction to pun sound.
Me when I'm reacting to a pun.
Yeah. Me when I'm a gamer and I make a pun?
Me when I'm gay. All the time.
Just a photograph of Win.
Look at this graph.
Look at this graph. You know the best part about that video is like the uncomfortable half second at the end? It's a really good video. Does anybody else kind of miss Vine still? Just like a little bit?
Like a little bit.
Yeah. Isaac versus Mom. I was gonna make a joke about how Isaac from Blade Strangers has his own game, and then I realized that that's the exact joke I made at the beginning of the stream.
Good job.
So
Good comedian.
I'm very funny at.
Oh, you're
at
better
words.
than Ricky Gervais anyway.
That's not a hard thing to be.
Aren't you offended?
I'm so offended.
Look at all these little snowflakes. Hey, you know, I really fucking hate human beings.
Yeah, me too. I think we should all become robots, and then that will be better. Beep boop. You know, the one bad thing about Isaac, you can't really make it go faster or slower. Other than just by, like, dying. But, you know. That's how things are sometimes. Mala. Huh.
She BRB'd,
Yeah, she did.
but she hasn't the second bead yet.
Yeah. That feel when dinner. Have you realized yet that that feel when X and me when I'm X are the same thing? Like, it's the same format? I realized that. Somebody... MFW when. Somebody pinged
It's true.
me.
But one of them is the Mala.
The Mala equivalent. The Mala version is better,
Obviously.
obviously. Meme-la. Me when I'm my face when. Uh, Wee. Do 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 do. I
Do you
didn't
know that?
realize that was
Do you,
spiked. What?
do you know that website Clout
Yeah,
with a K
yeah,
that says like what you're an expert in?
yes.
Well, it put a bunch of people in the gaming industry as Lana Del Rey experts because she has a song called Video Games,
Yeah, did you know that you can opt out of Clout?
and it's actually closing down soon.
Good. I opted out of it in like 2011 because I found the idea kind of
It's
creepy,
it's really stupid.
and I'm
So it says
glad that they're
Austin
closing
Walker is
down.
an expert in on Ayn Rand.
What
You, you
what
like
is
barely have to talk about something for it to consider you an expert on it.
what is Northern
It's
Lion an
incredible.
expert on?
I have no idea.
You should look it up.
I don't ever remember what the Clout website actually is.
Oh, is it not?
Is it just? Oh, I guess it is just.
All right. Round of GeoGuessr.
Hopefully, Mawa comes back.
Yeah.
I'm making the mistake of checking my Clout.
Don't do that.
I'm an expert in Donkey Kong.
Win, noted Donkey Kong expert. You know, after like being hyperactive not even an hour ago, now Max is just lying on the kitchen table looking like he's waiting for death. Not the kitchen table, the kitchen floor. Dogs are weird.
It's true.
Alright, let me...
You know, the weird thing is, I think the Donkey Kong thing comes from liking and retweeting something. I didn't even like. God, it's so dumb.
Yeah... That's the impression that I get. Like... Mighty Mighty Boss Tone style. Alright, where are we? Let's see. Is this not... This looks
Wait,
like
actually,
the exact same place we were the last time I played this game. Never had to knock on wood.
it super does.
It really does. Like, I wonder if there was like some sort of like data thing. Scotsburn and Tane. I'm gonna say we're in Scotland. I just want to see, because I think we were in Scotland last time, right? Do you remember? Because I think you were watching that stream.
Possibly.
I'm gonna say we're in the Scottish Highlands. We were totally in Scotland. What the
Never mind. Like
heck?
all of my stuff on Clout disappeared.
That's weird.
So right now I'm only an expert in Donkey Kong, indie rock, Steam games, and the video game industry. My interests include the Academy Awards, actors, animals, animation, anime, art and artists, astronomy, Atlantis, blogging, books, and comic books. Where the fuck did Atlantis come from?
You gotta stop talking about Atlantis all the time.
Was I tweeting about Stargate, or?
Maybe. Shodi, Listweep... Are these like the 7 dwarves? Shodi, Listweep, Parkety, Cockily, Altany, and... Oh, that's just a bunch of numbers. Everyone's favorite dwarf. 602-498-677.
Listweep... Wait, go to that sign again? Listweep, Carly, at Altany.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's,
this is...
it's the 7 dwarves.
That's gonna be like... It's not Welsh, those aren't long enough.
Yeah, I was thinking like England maybe.
See, I'm just thinking Scotland again.
Could be
I
Scotland
don't
as
know.
well. Somewhere in
Fucking... This
uh
could be this could be
uh
Massachusetts for all I know. Goat? Goat? Is that a
cow?
goat? Cow?
Cow? Goat? For a minute I thought it was a moose, but it's not a
Are
moose.
we in New Zealand?
We could be
No.
in New Zealand.
Not enough mountains. Too flat.
Are there mountains in New Zealand?
This
I
is
don't
way
honestly
too
know.
fucking flat to be New Zealand. Yeah, I'm thinking England or Scotland.
I just had a really stupid thought when you said that.
What was it? Was it Lord of the Rings related? Or...
No, it actually was not.
God, the way you said that sounds so dejected.
It. Actually, never mind. I'll just. Oh. We've
Whoa!
become
Whoa,
trapped
we're
in
going
the
into
time.
hyperspace.
We've become trapped in the time vortex.
The van hit 88 miles per hour. What is that? Hang on, what was that sign?
Sturden.
Sturden?
Sturden with an accent over the ed.
Sturden? Sturden.
You mean this sign back here? Well, that appears to be telling us that there's a sign ahead.
It looks like a robot with a big nose.
It looks like one of the guys from what was that show that was on Cartoon Network for a while? It was about robots. It was by the creators of Super Jail.
Super Jail?
It's an Adult Swim show. Looks like the main robot from that, and I'm forgetting the name. It was like Robotomy or something, I think. It lasted for like a single season, and nobody seems to like it. Mala!
Yay.
Yo, we're
Mala's
straight up
back.
in Poland.
Back again, are we?
Yeah.
I'm not in Poland.
You're in Poland, Mala. We're all in Poland.
Sokoto? But yeah, we are. That's...
It's like extremely Polish. I think I feel like I know where Podlasky is, but I don't remember why I know that. Probably just Crusader Kings. Or maybe we're in Hungary? We could be in Hungary too. Hey, do you guys want to go to Zekasvervar? Mala, when?
What?
Do you want to go to Zekasvervar?
Wait, I just realized that you're on Google Maps right now.
Well, I'm playing GeoGuessr.
GeoGuessr.
Yeah, I'm asking if you want to go to Zekasvervar.
Do not know what that is.
Mala.
No.
Why don't you want to go to Zekasvervar?
Anyway, we're looking...
It's too far away.
Place, yeah. GeoGuessr is actually the best video game to have come out in the past 15 years.
It's true.
Endlessly replayable. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're in Poland.
You just found it. It's right there.
Wait, I did?
Yeah,
there it is.
It's right there.
There it is. Check it out. I'm an expert. Map, you feeling okay?
Not gonna lie, I just tried to click make guess. On the screen share.
Hey, 5 stars. Alright.
I didn't tell you where it is, but I did look up the place on Google.
Is it?
I wasn't using it to cheat because I wasn't going to tell you.
Is it known for its thriving tourism industry?
I don't think so.
Probably is.
I know it's 80 kilometers east of Warsaw.
Huh. Hey Mala, are you 80 kilometers east of Warsaw?
Maybe you were thinking it is the capital of Sokolau County. and it lies in the historical region of Palachia.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like a thing that's in Crusader Kings, probably. Mala, are you familiar with the central concept of GeoGuessr?
I am not.
Alright, so they drop you somewhere in the world on Google Street View, and you have to figure out where you
Yeah.
are.
In the early medieval, it was the area where there was a lot of Poland and Russia fighting.
That makes sense.
So you might have seen it in Crusader Kings.
Yeah, or EU4.
What do you mean you can't find out where that is from the 45 miles per hour?
Well,
sign?
you need to find out more specifically than just the country. You try to get like as close as possible.
We live in
America
a
big. America big.
Although, yeah, you're right. 45 miles per hour probably means we're in the U.S. Why is this like being so bad right now? Like,
Bird took a shit on the camera.
usually, the game runs fine. It's just-
Ah!
we're in the void.
Shit. Fuck. Shit.
What the
I think I saw
heck?
Haru specs for a second.
Hey game, can you like stop? Oh hey, a sign. The Remnant, Ministry.
Okay.
Come out of
Come
her, my
out.
people.
Excuse me?
The Ren. Well, they're in Renmint.
We're in
That's how you know.
Montana. Far Cry 5.
Far Cry 5.
Wait, how come there's like an actual sign that it looks like it's just floating text? Like,
It's not, but
There's
there's like
the
a
letters are
wooden
nailed
pole.
to it.
Yeah. Like, I don't know how you get in there. That kind of seems like it would.
I am extremely afraid of that place.
Yeah, me too. I don't ever want to go in there.
There has been at least one shootout between the police and people here.
I would say at least 3. If this place even has police, you know.
There's definitely white supremacists here.
Definitely. Oh, but there's a school nearby, so you know that's good for the kids of all the
That
people
was just
who
a bus sign. That doesn't mean.
live at
Is
the
it a
Remnant
school bus sign?
Ministry. I don't know actually. Is there like a separate sign for civilian buses or?
I like how there's like 8 billion different places in the United States that look exactly like this.
Oh yeah, like that's the best part is that half of every guess in GeoGuessr just looks like this. Like if we hadn't seen,
Half of in the other half is just flat.
yeah, the other half is just like the desert.
The other half is Australia.
The other half is Australia. Also, Mala, looking things up is cheating. Just so you know, it's a common
it?
first-time mistake. Yeah, that's cheating. It's a common first-time mistake amongst GeoGuessr folks.
All you need to search is places with 45 miles per hour.
Yeah, that would definitely help. There's
Can't go that way.
only one place in the entire country that has a speed limit of 45 miles per hour. We all
There's
know that.
no road signs in this
Staring
place.
down the barrel of a 45.
I'm surprised the Google camera even made it here.
God, I still fucking love that MTV fucking censored that song.
Malo, the one time we ended up in this place in like the Russian interior called Bashkork, what was it, Bashkortostan, I think? And there was this like really horrifyingly intimidating sign that we later found out just said, "Welcome to Bashkortostan."
When are we gonna land in Russia and just fucking see the monster from that meme? A friend? Druk.
Yeah, you know.
Oh my god.
I love everyone just saying ape here. No, that's
Ape
not.
here.
That's not how Russian works.
What do you mean it's just not that the letters that look similar sound the same?
There's absolutely no road signs in this place.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we just passed one. Can we turn around and look at it?
Did we? That's a
No,
mailbox.
is that a fucking mailbox in the middle of
Yeah, it's a
nowhere?
mailbox.
Who
Is there a house
who is
there?
that for? Is there like somebody
Is that
lives back
Bigfoot's
here?
mailbox?
Oh my
look,
god.
look at the cinder blocks.
Is that
That's a,
the house?
that's a geocache.
That's the house. Yeah.
That's a geocache.
No, we're playing GeoGuessr.
Whenever you see a
Video.
random item on the side of the road, it's fake and it's actually a
It's
geocache.
actually a geocache. Okay, I understand.
I saw someone do a post of a bunch of items people use for that shit. That are like fake things that you can open up. and
I
they
don't
have
know.
Stuff in them.
I'm just gonna put our guess somewhere in the Pacific Northwest and say screw it. Why is this loading so poorly right now? Like
Telling you it's Montana.
I know my internet's not great, but come on.
I mean, yeah, the screen share's fine, so.
Yeah, like
Like literally everywhere in the Northwest looks like that. If it's not the city.
let's see. Ah, no, we were in Arkansas.
That was Arkansas?
One
Where's
star.
Montana? I don't even know where Montana is in the U.S.
Oh, it's right next to Hannah.
It's so funny that it's Arkansas because it looks just like somewhere I've been in this
Yeah,
state.
one of the greatest things you learn in GeoGuessr is that 90% of the United States looks exactly the same. I mean, like this right here, we could be in the same place, and I'd have no idea. I mean, there's like a little bit less going on in
Like-
terms of foliage, but we're literally on a gravel road right now. That's always a good sign.
Is there always a gravel road?
Sometimes
Can't there
is
just
that
be like a city
birdhouse?
somewhere?
Is that a birdhouse?
This is New York City.
Everyone's your friend in New York City. Game, come on.
Like a lot of these places, I'm just like, how did the Google camera even find this place?
Well, they send vans around to
I know, but like,
many places, which is not at all
know-
weird or creepy.
So, you know how Cherry gets about you pronouncing Japanese wrong?
Yes.
I sometimes get that way about people pronouncing fictional things wrong.
Like,
Someone kept calling Coruscant Coruscant,
croissant.
and I was really mad at them.
Croissant,
It's
the
croissant
planet
now.
croissant. I almost dropped my croissant.
Man, I love gravel roads
Somebody
with
touch
no
my
markings.
croissant.
Somebody touch my spaghetti. Somebody touch my spaghetti. Somebody touch my spaghetti. Somebody touch my spaghetti.
It's just an endless
You know, if you
road.
change how it says that, it's like you're asking someone to
It
touch your
does,
spaghetti.
actually.
Somebody touch my
Oh my
spaghetti.
god.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa!
What?
And an accident just happened.
You guys want some wood?
This Google driver is fucking dead. I can't believe the Google driver is fucking dead.
Oh, Lord.
Is this like in Canada or something?
It could be.
Oh, Canada. that
Rafting
place
and
where
canoeing.
my boyfriend lives.
Rafting and canoeing, so it's in your water.
Canoe. Kamal. What?
Cannoli.
What is this up here? Pazkovna Lodi a Raftu? This
What
is-
language is that?
I don't know. Are we like...
Did you just read something out of the Necronomicon?
I think maybe...
Karada Naratu?
Oops, I accidentally summoned a demon.
Fucking deadites.
Kono Canaverle.
I
What,
don't know what language
what
that is.
language is this? Are we like...
Is that Swedish?
Church.
Are we like on a reservation or something, and
I
that's
don't
like
know,
one
but
of the
we just-
native languages?
No, because this is not on a reservation.
Well, we might like, or maybe
Stop
maybe
intruding on people's houses.
Where?
What if they played this and it literally just showed my front door?
Maybe Perna. That almost
Perna?
sounds like they almost sound like Slavic, like a Slavic language of some kind. But did we
They
not?
canoe in Slavic places a lot.
Did we not
Do
see
they
English
have
earlier
road
though?
sign?
I thought we did, but maybe I was
Wait,
just imagining
there's-
it.
I just saw a sign. I think it was like a for sale sign on a house. I thought. No, to the left. I don't know. Oh, there. I was thinking right there's a mailbox or what is that?
It appears to be a small circular sign with a phone number on it.
Oh.
Now, what happens if you call that number? Well,
Let's go
friends,
further into.
We'll call the number and then find out where they.
Hello, church. Please tell us where you
I
are.
can't read this. If I could, it would probably help a whole lot.
Probably just a Bible verse or something.
Probably, but like.
Oh, is Bible verse the next Marvel event after Spider-Verse and Venom-verse? Bible verse, Bibles from all different universes come together to fight a common enemy.
CC, what does Kano Subarashi Sekai mean?
Alright, we gotta defeat Venom Jesus.
Venom Jesus.
And on the third day, he rose again by the power
And so
of the
did his
symbiote.
The regenerative power of the symbiote. Let's just leave this town behind. Drive for miles.
I want to find a sign.
The car didn't go that way.
The car
it
didn't go that
so
way. This is the back road that one country song is about.
That one country song.
Yeah, the one about a back road. There's only one
I
of those.
hate how all these places have no road signs.
Hey, I figured out that there is good country music. It just
Yeah,
isn't
Willie
modern country
Nelson.
music. Also, gothic country.
Gothic
Well,
country?
that's not that old. Like,
Southern gothic.
16 horsepower, I think, still make music.
Oh. Well, also just like older music that, like the stuff that country came from, is better. Like all the roots music
Hey, you guys want
is
to go
all
to?
better than country.
That doesn't tell us anything.
I-39 to 30?
That doesn't say anything.
There sure are characters on that sign. They don't help us, but they sure are there.
Hey, so which one of us is the truck freak?
Central
Which one is
Avenue.
the crazy ass?
Oh.
Which one is Droog? I forgot the other one.
I'm the one that's crazy as.
Heart respects is Droog.
Yes, he is.
Heart respects is a friend.
He is. That's true.
But
I
look
like
at
how
that person's house.
they just put Russian on it and it looks so threatening, and then it just means a friend.
We gotta be in, like, Lithuania or something, right?
Give it a second to, like, see if it ever...
No, I can read this.
No.
It's just not helpful.
I can't read it.
It says Pozemki na Prodej.
Okay, yeah, we're in Eastern Europe.
Yeah. I'm just gonna guess in Poland again.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
tired of this map.
I'm surprised so many places in the entire world look exactly the same.
To
We're-
Lithuania.
Okay. We're near Kaunas.
We're in Kansas.
We were actually in the Czech Republic,
Oh, I'm sorry I made you go further away.
but it's okay. That gets 2 stars.
No, that doesn't deserve... That deserves 1 star.
Not
Fuck,
again.
we're inside again.
Welcome-
We're in a
Someone's
museum.
house.
Wait, there was a sign right there
Oh.
immediately.
Welcome to the third kind of
Toilet.
toilet. Welcome to the third kind of
Toilet.
GeoGuessr guess, Mala.
There's tons of words at least.
Oh, I thought we were in someone's house. I was like, what?
We've
No,
got champagne. We've
yeah,
got toilet.
this all looks like it's in English.
This
But we've
is
got the toilet.
yeah, the
Tonight,
toilet. It's
introducing
gunpowder.
Gunpowder. Oh boy.
Google
Whoever-
person just wanted a drink and left it. brought the camera with them.
Whoever owns this bar
I like to
is
think they lift
extremely
the
cool.
entire camera off of the van.
I think they did.
No,
Well,
they just
apparently-
drive the van through the
I
front.
like that this bar just has an
ATM.
ATM at the front door. That seems responsible. That's a great way to like discourage alcoholism.
We're in Italy, I know it.
I
Oh,
think we're in-
This toilet.
sorry guys. Did you like want to go into the city? Cause we can't.
what's the front sign
What do you mean we can't
of
go
the
into
place
this
where
city?
we are?
Space Gallery.
Space Gallery?
That's the name of this bar. Is Space Gallery.
I was thinking France, but I don't know because everything else
Can
was
you
in
not
English.
go into the city?
Oh wait, caution.
Oh, this is the US.
Oh wait, we are in the U.S.
We are definitely
Yeah.
somewhere in
We're
America.
in the
So-
US.
We're in a city. Why is it toilet?
Because they wanted to be fancy. Ozone. Y'all see anything on this bus that helps? Like,
Absolutely not.
I haven't seen a phone number yet, which could possibly help me.
612.
It has in the past.
Actually,
Well,
is that a phone
only
number?
helped-
Or is that a serial
No.
number for the parking meter?
it's definitely
That's-
not a phone number. But
That's probably the parking serial number.
a phone number only helped me once because it was my fucking area code. Alright, do you think this is the West Coast?
I think this is in California.
It could be.
That's my guess.
Why can't... Like, I'm almost positive that whatever the city is, it looks fairly large. Somebody's been through here, like, on the Google Maps thing. They just didn't connect these two parts
Not
of
yet.
Street View yet.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's really irritating. I don't know. I'm gonna
So,
say
Find
we're...
more clues inside.
I guess. I don't
Yeah, find
think...
more
I think
clues
it was
inside.
only those couple screens,
Like,
though.
was
Like,
there a phone number anywhere?
oh, that would be a good thing to look for. Let's see. Booze, booze, booze.
For a good time call. So I love the idea that where we started, like, this dude just, like, pissed and then just...
Like, well, I'm inside. I might as well do some stuff for the business.
Yeah, I don't...
Although,
know.
my understanding is that a lot of these times, the ones that are, like, inside a specific business, it's actually, like, the business owner bought, like, an all-around camera, and you can submit them to Google.
Is there
Service number for the
anything-
ATM, maybe.
Man, this round of GeoGuessr kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know why you can't go outside. It's really annoying.
Is that a manga?
Where?
No.
Oh, like right here. Like right here. I saw.
No,
I
I was
see what
looking
you
at the
mean.
thing on the right.
Oh,
It's
this
like,
what appears to be a picture of Eazy-E.
alright, let's just make a guess. I'm really tired
Yeah,
of this.
Somewhere.
I'm not
somewhere in
tired, I'm just
California.
tired of this.
yeah. Like I'm gonna say we're in San Jose.
I bet you we're wrong. I bet you we're as far away as possible.
What?
Wait.
We were in San Francisco.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
wow! Holy shit!
Oops. Well, Mala gets all the credit for that one because she's the one that said California.
Like it just
Mount
seemed like
Diablo?
California.
I'm
What?
glad that there's a place called Mount Diablo. Yeah.
Public relations firm. Hemlock.
That gets one
The
star
Rusted
though,
Mule.
because we literally just
Upsider.
guessed that.
What's Upsider?
I don't know. I don't know, Cider. What's up with you?
I did not enjoy this location.
All right. I should like go to bed now, probably.
Okay, nerd.
Don't call me a nerd.
But you are the nerd.
Let me find my thing real quick so I can put it in the chat. Here it is.
I can't believe you stopped screen sharing.
I did, because I didn't want. Well, I don't know. Actually, why did I stop screen sharing? Other than we're stopping now, but yeah. Anyway,
It's time to stop.
yes, it is. But yeah.
Well, what do you want to see?
This is
I want to see what.
has been the
Huh?
first of hopefully
Let's let Jane end the stream.
hopefully many streams over the next 2 weeks. Like I had mentioned on the server, I am trying to raise money so I can get my train ticket to move out to Chicago. If you would like to support me, subscribing works, and I also now have a Ko-fi page, which I foolishly registered under my real name instead of the name that I make all my stuff under, but whatever. If you would like to donate there, that works as well, but any kind of support is appreciated. Shapes and Forms will be tomorrow at the usual time, 9 to 12 Eastern Time. I will be having Trevor Whatever on as usual, and also CC, my girlfriend. So I hope to see everybody there. You guys have anything you'd like to say before I turn off the stream?
I'm gay.
No,
Maganya.
no. I
Oh,
don't
yeah,
have
okay.
anything to say.
Alright.
I might be on stream tomorrow. I'll ask if you are streaming.
Yeah, I
If
mean,
you
I'm
want me
gonna
on.
do like a bunch
Oh.
more over the next 2 weeks, so.
She already has 2 people, and she doesn't generally want.
Well,
More
yeah,
than
I
3 in the
didn't
stream.
mean tomorrow, but I didn't think she meant tomorrow either.
No. I have stuff to do tomorrow.
Yeah,
But
but like next week, definitely we can get you on again. Anyway,
So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen.
goodbye.
Goodbye.
Yes, I want to stop this.